The Lincoln's Legends podcast is brought to you by MilesT-shirts.com, and this week we got a new sponsor. We're proud to welcome on board Laces Footwear. They specialize in high-end sneakers and apparel. Check them out at lacesfootwear.com. The Lincoln's Legends podcast supports all local music. Don't miss out on the first ever Southtown Record Fair going down right here in Springfield, Saturday, November 17th, presented by Dumb Records, located at 1107 South Grand East from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information about Dumb Records, you can check them out online or check out our interview with Brian Galecki on our website, Lincoln's Legends Podcast. If you've got a pulse and a passion, we want to hear from you.
It's recording right now, so I'm that excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. The thought of this interview gave me a hard on, and now I've had blue balls since September. I know. It's gonna go down tonight. All right, we're getting out the 45s, very white, Lionel Richie. Okay.
And baby oil.
Oh, baby oil, candles. All right, I'm not even playing with you right now. If you need some water, because you might get dehydrated. All right. So welcome to the Lincoln's Legends Tamikka Boom Boom Brents edition of the podcast.
Yeah.
How are you?
I am awesome.
All right. I have to compose myself because I literally have been thought about it for a long time. Get my note sheet out. Let's see. For people that don't know you, they should be ashamed of themselves. Just bring it out there. What is it that you do?
I punch people in the face for money legally. No, I'm a mixed martial artist since 2009 is the first fight I took, but I've been training in it since 2006, right out of high school. So, yeah, I punch people and kick people and wrestle people and choke them and bend.
Let's talk about, you said training for a long, long time. Let's go through the regiment. What do you do? Because you can't eat cupcakes.
I can right now because I don't have a fight until April right now. So I'm like, hell yeah, cupcakes, pancakes. Like, what else am I not supposed to? No, I'm actually, I usually eat fairly clean, but especially with my girlfriend now, she is a health freak. Not a health freak, but she knows how to cook healthy foods to where I'm like, this is healthy.
In the politest way possible, I'm going to say this, and people that know you and are close to the situation, you are a Jedi, my friend, because you waved your hand in front of someone and said, these are not the droids that you're looking for. And that's the closest I can say to saying it without getting anybody in trouble. How do you feel?
No comment.
Your laugh says it all. No, tell me, like, you get up like 6 a.m. and train, like, on a normal training day.
Normal training day, I have practice at 9, depending if I work. I work as a bouncer at Club Lucid downtown, so we usually don't...
Free plug, go there.
Right, so we don't close till 3. I usually don't get out of there till like 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Well, I've lived that life before.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's rockstar life ain't for everybody.
Oh, it's definitely
really
not. So sometimes we'll change it to like 10:30 instead of 9 or whatever. Train, it depends. On Mondays we do boxing, nothing but boxing, and then I'll have my cardio either before morning practice or in between. Then I go eat, I go do cardio or something else, and then at night is advanced boxing, which is basically we're sparring, we're going against other teammates.
You're beating the piss out of each other, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much that, and then.
Do you wear like masks and stuff?
Yeah, we wear headgear and. Not all of us. Some of the guys, they have hard heads, and they don't like to wear headgear because they think their head's too hard.
I thought you were gonna say hard head as like they can get punched, but you're saying like psychologically.
That too. Some
totally
of them are
fine.
like, oh, I don't want to wear headgear, and then they get knocked down. They're like, all right, I'll put some headgear on. Then there's others like, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel a thing. Punch me again. So yeah, and then it just depends. Tuesdays are. Wrestling and strength and conditioning. I mean, I go at least with a coach 3 times a day.
So
Sundays are my break.
It
and
is
then
more
outside.
than a 9 to 5. It's your life.
Oh, yeah.
That's what people don't understand. And another thing I was going to ask you is, you're talking about the protective gear. Theoretically, you're getting in some form of a train wreck every single day.
Oh,
like car accident.
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah, I go to a chiropractor every day, too. So they're
there you go.
So I have to. Like, when I first started, a couple years ago, I didn't go to a chiropractor at all. I went once in a while, or if something was really messed up. But after I started going every day, I was like, oh, this feels so much better.
Yeah, because your body's aligned.
Where has this been since forever?
Oh, yeah. They have the medical professionals for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
I won't make you get off the bearskin rug to go see one right now. So I had to say it. I've been waiting for so long to get this interview because I knew it was going to be awesome. Let's see. I don't want to pause, but I also don't want to get overexcited because I have lots of questions. So it's weird. It's like, no, don't shoot them all early. So yeah. But let's see. We've got, who was your first fight? Let's start there.
Sarah Thomas was my first fight. She was a fighter out of Peoria or Pekin. One of the two. Something with a P around here. Back in 2009 or 8. I really don't remember. It was like forever ago.
You've been in a car wreck every day for the last 5 years. Yeah.
I've been hit in the head too many times, so my memory is
not
the best.
Sure. So tell me about the outcome of the fight.
I had been training since 2006, went to the Navy, got back. I was a fatty. Got back into the gym, lost all the weight. My coach at the time was like, want to fight? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to fight. I like to fight people anyways.
Absolutely. You get paid for being aggressive.
Exactly.
So you can't go to the office and somebody miles off at you and punch them in the face.
Exactly.
Then you're sitting down with HR. But with you, they'll give you some money. They give you a belt.
Exactly.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Not a bad gig.
I fought. It was at the fairgrounds. Everybody came, like all my classmates,
That's
all
awesome.
my friends, all my family all came, and I came out and just beat the living dog shit out of this chick. And I didn't feel bad because like she was punching me too, but yeah.
Well, that's what she signed up for.
Yeah, it was just a 9-minute, like my face, the only bruise I had was I like got excited and no technique whatsoever, just straight Goldberg speared her into the cage and hit my forehead on the cage and had a cage imprint. That was the only mark I had. Her eyeball. You
probably couldn't tell for another 3 hours because you were all hopped up on.
Oh no, not at all. I didn't even. Not even afterwards.
Yeah,
the next day, I looked in the mirror, brushing my teeth. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh.
You were saying her eyeball caved in or something?
Oh, I broke her eye was shut completely, and I felt.
So
I was
she
just
didn't
like,
see it coming.
Crap. I don't know. she saw it coming and couldn't do anything. She didn't see the other ones, but I broke her ribs. It was crazy. It was nuts. It was 9 minutes of.
Is it fair to say the South Park reference? You've been chasing the dragon like ever since you got that first taste of.
Oh yeah. It's like straight Tyrone Biggums. I'm like, whoo.
That is amazing. Yeah. That is.
Let me get another.
Yes.
Feeding for some more fights.
So we've got.
My red balls are giving wings.
I can't help it. Don't let us get off on the Chappelle tangent because I'm pretty convinced that he is one of the best comedic minds of our generation.
Oh yeah. If you can't quote him with me, then we are not true friends.
Oh, should have never gave. I have to use. Hold on. I have to use the word that's best fit for me. Should have never gave you crackers money. Can't appreciate nothing. And it's really sad because I could see myself doing that, like walking into somebody's house with mud all over my shoes and digging it into their carpet.
I'm pretty sure I think I have done that, and I was like really drunk, so.
But you can appreciate the fact that they don't appreciate what they have. There's no way to avoid the elephant in the room. It's kind of what I wanted to talk to you because the internet is blowing up every 3 days with your name, and one of the reasons why I got into the podcast game is because I feel that there are people in Springfield that are just as awesome as somebody is in LA, in New York City, in California, wherever, but we don't have a platform to do it. And this episode couldn't be more fitting because I have a surprise. Your episode is the first one that is going to be publicized as now available on iTunes.
Awesome. That's cool. Hey, download it on iTunes.
So, I listen in my day job to podcasts and people talk back and forth. One of my favorites happens to be Mr. Joe Rogan. and he is fighting.
He's hilarious.
For
one, he's hilarious. Two, he's intelligent and hilarious.
So let's bring in the elephant, the Fallon Fox.
Yeah.
This is, to me, it's not a question of if someone can perform at the same level. It's a question of genetics. And if nobody knows about Fallon Fox, then I'm glad, one, that you're listening to this episode, but two, you need to sit in the corner for at least a half hour because it is huge right now. Please tell you have all the time in the world because we ain't going to run an analog. There's no tape.
Yeah. Fallon is a transgendered fighter, man to female. And we fought each other, and I'm not a punk. I'm not gonna deny she beat shit out of me, beat my ass.
But it's a dude.
Yes,
it's a dude. That's the difference. You still should have the street cred of not getting beat by a woman because she's not. I mean, people can be mad at me, but genetically, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was just quite a thing going on. Like, her fans, leading up to the fight, she wasn't my original opponent.
Right.
I had another opponent. It was my first time being able to fight back at home in forever.
Right.
Probably for at least 3 years. So I was super excited. Like, yes, finally I get to fight at home. They don't have to travel 5 hours or 12 hours or whatever. And
because you got a big fan base. I mean, if people don't know you, then there is your brother, and I'm not going to name his name because he has his own backstory and he has his own life and his own everything. But with us being in such a small town, we attach ourselves to people that we believe in. So there's a huge fan base for whatever you're great at.
Yeah, and for sure. I mean, it's everybody in Illinois, they're super supportive, and they know of us as Brents is just because my dad's been like the Brents last name is like you think athletics in Springfield.
I'm not gonna talk shit to that dude because I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and then like my mom and dad, they obviously bred some pretty athletic people.
Some beasts.
Yeah, it's like both my brother and I played multiple sports to where we had to pick which one we liked most to play more. I don't know. It's just
screw both of you for being good at athletics. All right, screw both of you. So
and
you can quote me on the quote unquote. I said it. He can punch me. Here's what's gonna happen. I'll be knocked out for 3 days, and I'll come back and be like, I'm telling the truth.
I mean, what else?
Well, come on. He's great. Excuse me. I don't want it to be about him. Your family is very athletic, and I definitely appreciate that from either being in the stands or being on the team, saying, wow, they're going to forward what we're doing as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. And, going back to Fallon, my original opponent backed out. It was, I think it was either 3 weeks or 4 weeks before the event. And
so you're studying to fight somebody, and you're doing all of their... That's like an athlete that watches film. Am I wrong?
Exactly. It's exactly like that. Exactly like that. I'm watching YouTube. Like, I'm just studying. Like, she had her own... Elena Jones was her name. We're actually Facebook friends. We've been friends on Facebook for a while. Yeah. So if we fought each other, it was going to be a good fight.
Absolutely.
When fighters like each other, it makes for a way better fight. Because you don't really care. You guys are just going to put it out there. If you win... Cool, good job. Let's go do shots.
Right.
It's like that. So she had her own like playlist on YouTube under my account that I made, just studying, just watching it on loop. Okay, she does this. She likes to do this. Then I also critique myself. I'm like my biggest skeptic.
You should be. Everybody should be the biggest critic.
I watch myself like, what the hell? You could have finished that a long time ago. You suck. Like, that's me. I'm super harsh on myself.
You should be. That's why you're good at what you do.
Yeah, and so she dropped out, and the only other person they could find was Fallon. Of course, like, I know Fallon. I know of Fallon. I don't know her personally. She had a big story surrounding her as being the first transgendered MMA fighter.
I got nothing against transgender
at all. Not at all.
Me personally, and you live your own lifestyle, and I think that's fucking awesome. I mean, it's how do we say? You're in a aggressive position to where if someone that would feel as if they are pushed off to the side or someone that feels vulnerable, you're an icon where they can say, "Well, Tamikka Brents, fuck your whole day up if you're here right now talking shit to me." That's how I see it.
For sure. Like it's. And I don't want to be that person who's like, man, but I got black friends, so I'm cool. Like, I don't want to be that person, but it's like, really, I don't discriminate against transgender people like at all. That's silly. Like I worked with them. I'm friends with a couple of them. Like they're all like, it's just I think of it as people. But when it comes to like a physical, our job is to incapacitate the other human being standing across from you. So
if your job is to carry,
that's our job.
If your job is to carry a wheelbarrow full of bricks, and you're
Right.
standing next to a dude, the dude is probably going to get a couple more reps in,
Exactly.
and a couple more
it's
bricks,
true. It's
just because
it's
of
natural.
the genetics,
It's
and that's
natural.
all I'm saying. We're probably going to get a bunch of S. Oh, why do I keep saying S? I'm sorry. I've been radio trained for a long time, so we're probably going to get a bunch of shit for saying whatever the fuck
for
that we
sure.
want.
I mean,
but I don't care.
Man, leading up to the fight, as soon as I announced that I was fighting Fallon, her fans attacked my fan page.
For what?
My Twitter, just you're saying all this stuff, and
Do you guys stay off the internet for like 3 days? Like, how's that psychologically play out?
At first I was just like, I go on Twitter, I check my Twitter every day.
Which is
that is Boom Boom Brents 1. That's my Twitter. And my fan page is Tamikka Boom Boom Brents on Facebook. And I check it every day because a lot of the times I contact with sponsors, and I mean, it's a business. You got to sell yourself, so you got to have these social media outlets. So I check that every day, and then as soon as I announced it, her fans took an old interview from when she first came out that I called her freak show, and I did this, and I'm like, no. What I said was that I think I think that the whole thing is becoming or resorting back to the whole freak show thing, because girls fighting period was looked down upon as like the sideshow freak show type thing.
Is there a reason why you're not a mother and in the kitchen and you're not making a casserole? Because this lifestyle that you've chosen, I don't really agree with it. So me and my friends, I'm here to turn the tables on you.
Oh man, I can't cook, so you guys have pizza rolls. Shut up and eat those pizza rolls.
They're burning my mouth, but they're cold on the inside.
Eat that damn pizza roll and drink that grape drink and shut up. But they took this interview that I felt that Fallon was disrespectful to the girl that she was fighting. And disrespectful to other girls by the first couple of fights she took. She didn't disclose that she was a transgender.
Are you fucking with me right now?
So they had no idea that they were getting punched and knocked out.
Holy shit! Those girls' self-esteem would be crushed.
Oh yeah,
along
then
with the
they found
bones.
out, they're like, oh okay,
it ain't that bad.
I'm good.
Yep,
I'm
ain't
cool.
that bad.
But they just twisted everything, and all of a sudden they were just going off and saying all this, just attacking my Facebook, tweeting me everything. I'm like, who is this? I don't even know you.
I hate to say it, but if you could have made a nickel off of every tweet.
Oh my God, I wouldn't even be fighting. I'd open up a gym my damn self, or I'd build onto the kennel right now and be like, hey, we got this new.
Now, if you are representing the kennel, go ahead and plug them.
Yes, I'm at the Kennel Fight Club. They actually moved twice, but we are now.
They shut the lights off? What happened?
Oh no, they just found better stuff.
Kidding.
I don't know. Like one place was like over here, but it was kind of like, where's it at? And then the other place was like the septic tank blew or something in the second place.
That smells delicious.
Yeah, I was like, it smells like doo butter.
Yeah.
So we had to move, and then so now we're at right next door to the Walgreens on Sangamon, which is awesome. Prime location. You're just like, oh, all right.
That's really good location.
Yeah, right in that strip mall. So we're there and we're grinding it out, and yeah, that's where I'm at.
We have burned through the stuff that I wanted to, and let's talk about if you were mayor for a day of Springfield. Let's bring it back. What would you change if you were mayor for a day?
Oh man. First of all, we'd be like the rest of the state. I don't know. Can the mayor like change like concealed carry stuff? I don't know. I feel like mayor would be like queen for a day.
You could do whatever you want to do.
If I can do whatever I want. This whole Floyd card crap. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I should be able to pack whatever I want to, as long as you can't see it. But I don't know.
Do you really need a gun with all your training?
No,
you
but
could beat the shit out of
sometimes
anybody
I'm like
that you
super
want.
sore. I'm like,
Super
I'm
sore
sore,
my ass.
but I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. But
So you'd rather just hit
I'll
him in the
just show
plate?
you.
Yeah.
I'll show you what I'm working with.
Fair enough. So the concealed carry is a big deal. We hear about that a lot. Let's look at the I have a Lincoln's losers section. I always preface it by saying there's my neighbor's dog keeps shit in my yard, and I hate him, and I can't tell him. But if I could tell him, like, hey Steve, get your dog and get his shit out of my yard. Is there anybody that's getting under your skin right now in town where it's like, I'm gonna throw you on the bus
In town?
because
Oh man. No.
It doesn't
not
have to
really.
be like it.
I mean, there was like I like I said, I bounce at Lucid and I see all sorts of fuckery.
Well then, how about this?
downtown.
How about this? Let's take the Lincoln Losers section, and we'll put that as if the frat boy's getting on your nerves, because everybody knows frat boy. If it is the drunk girl that talks too much, if it's the kid that is trying to put the roof of coladas together,
Oh man. Oh yeah, it's just like, okay, here we go. I got one for you. We have a VIP, and with VIP you get a bottle of liquor. And I caught a guy trying to go ahead and pocket the liquor, and I'm like looking at him. So if that guy listens to this, you're an asshole. And I made him put it back, and I knew he felt like a little kid, trying to get the cookies and got caught. Yeah, he was just looking at me like, "What? I didn't do nothing." Like, yes, you did. Now I'm gonna punch you in the throat if you don't put it back, and then he got kicked out.
So you don't need a gun. You're gonna punch him in the throat.
Yeah, I didn't get to say everything because I was making sure that my boy Justin got his bottle. One, he's my friend. Two, I'm standing right here looking at the guy do it, and then he tried to act like he didn't do it. So you're stupid.
There you go. You're a Lincoln loser. So the rest of the segment, you can say whatever you want to whoever you want, your feelings, because if you don't have an outlet, you only got 140 characters to say, this is how I feel, part one. Yeah. This is how I feel, part two. If there's anything you want to say, the floor is open for you to say, man. Boom.
Well, let's just go ahead and go back to the whole Fallon thing. I've already said I'm tired of talking about it, but at the same time, I never got to express my side.
Welcome to the Lincoln's Legends podcast.
Yeah.
Express how you feel.
I never got to express my side.
On
and
iTunes.
Fallon's doing all these interviews and blah, blah, blah. Like, I check mixedmartialarts.com every day to see what's up on MMA, and she's always somewhere on the damn page talking about whatever. And she and Joe Rogan are into their whatever beef that they got going on. But I'm just like, dude, you can't say that you don't have an advantage. It's obvious. And for those of you who are like, well, you shouldn't have fought her if you don't agree. Let me tell you something. If you don't fight, you don't get paid. I do this for a living. I fight people for money. I need my money. I got bills like everybody else. And if I don't fight, I don't get paid. Everybody I sold like $2 or $3 grand worth of tickets. I gotta give that my part of that money. Absolutely. I would have had to give it back. Like, what do you think?
Your shit is free. It's not free.
What the hell? Like,
some people on payroll.
Right. You think looking fly costs nothing? I gotta be fly as hell.
Macklemore, don't shop at Goodwill. Don't let him lie to you.
Right, but
don't let him lie.
Yeah, I've said the same thing over and over again. Would I fight her? Yes, I obviously already did. It came true. She won. Okay, congrats. Whatever. Have fun doing your thing. I don't think anybody's going to touch that until we have scientific proof that there's no advantage. It's too up in the air to where they're gonna put her on a big stage. I
agree.
CFA did it simply for publicity.
What is the CFA?
That is the organization she was with when she was outed.
Oh, so you think they were just riding coattails?
Oh, we're gonna sure. Nobody knew what the hell CFA was until...
Oh, so we need our 19 minutes. I say 15, but it's been about 19.
For sure, yeah. They had no idea. Like, everybody knew... Well, fighters in the fighter community knew of CFA because they had a $20,000 featherweight girl tournament. Okay. Then the whole world found out about CFA because of the whole Fallon Fox thing. But my thing on that is I don't agree with it. I don't at all. And just like I agree with Joe Rogan, and he's put out so many medical journals and saying how you have an advantage. But Addressing one particular, one person who ranted on my fan page over and over and over again until finally I was just like, okay, you can get off my page now.
Does it make you feel good knowing that when you're taking a shower, they're thinking about how much they hate you?
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, live your life.
So I'm like,
whoever you are,
that
live your
hate-
life.
That hate
Yes.
makes this water warmer.
It
It's
does. It does.
steamy shower. I like
Absolutely.
that. But they said that do you, or well, they asked and then went off. Do I think that if or why would I agree with whatever if a transgendered person and a I want to say regular person, but a born female and a
Sure, there you
transgender
go.
female.
Yeah, good use of the word.
We're going for a CEO spot that they shouldn't get do you think that they shouldn't get the CEO spot because they're
That
transgender?
has nothing to do.
Said, to address that, no. Whoever's a better job, do that. But CEOs of Fortune 500 companies aren't punching each other in the
No.
fucking face.
No.
And that's that. And just like Joe Rogan said, he's like, all right, if like the current 135 UFC champ, TJ Dillashaw, if he gets the operation and becomes a woman tomorrow, would you think it's okay if he got in there and fought Rousey?
Absolutely. That's an amazing point.
What do you think that would be okay? Hell no.
Absolutely.
Hell no, and I guarantee you Rousey wouldn't even do it. Like, no, I just saw you last month fight on the pay-per-view.
There you go.
Beat shit out of another grown man. No, I'm not going to fight you just because you don't have a penis, you have a vagina now. No, I'm not.
There you go.
And that's my thing. And
Let's talk about the future. Next fight's coming up.
I signed a 4-fight deal with Invicta on UFC Fight Pass, so
Awesome.
that's awesome.
When's that start?
They actually have basically given that option to me, so that's pretty awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah. I'm like,
How's
heck
it
yeah,
not?
heck yeah. Well, they know about the whole Fallon fight, and I had a broken orbital and staples and all that stuff, so they know that I need time to heal up and get back on the horse and all that stuff. So they're awesome. Everybody, Shannon and Julie Kids, everybody over there is awesome. So they're really open with me. They're just like, hey, heal up, make sure, you're good, because they know that if I'm 100% or close to 100%, I'm going to bring fucking fireworks over there.
Absolutely.
So I'll throw down.
It's gonna rain hell.
They're awesome.
On somebody.
But,
I really fear for your next opponent because all the motivation. I hate to quote the Rocky movies, but I could just see you just working out even harder, knowing this shit's coming, and then I'm gonna drop it all on this one person.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I can't even put it in words. Like,
sure you can.
It's gonna be ridiculous. One, because I know I'll be fighting a girl. Two,
You get what you paid for, okay? I came in here
a
to
born
buy
girl. A born girl. Let me clarify. A born girl, because whatever. But yeah, and I love fighting. Period. But my managers at Guardian Sports Group, they already have me back at home in April. So that at Cage Wars, so that will be
That's awesome. Hopefully that'll be the Cage Wars in April.
I don't know.
Okay, well, just follow the social networking websites for more details.
For sure.
I think that's a good time to end.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave with the Chappelle quote since we both enjoyed it. I'm rich, bitch.
If Halloween was yesterday, then the holiday traffic starts tomorrow. Now, let's take a look at your vehicle. Are you advertising "Wash Me" written in someone's finger on your back bumper? Or is your vehicle equipped with your company logo wrapped by MilesT-shirts.com? Be honest, no one likes to sit in traffic, but why not take advantage of a little free advertising? And by the way, do you really trust the neighbor kids enough to put them in charge of your advertising? Of course not. For a free consultation, dial 217-528-2816. Ask for Miles, and they're always available at MilesT-shirts.com.